Make sure to have a dish ready to receive your fish as you clean it. And I'm going to tell you once again, I have a friend that says you don't need to wash your meat from the store, but I still wash it. Let me tell you a story about a friend of mine. Her name is Imani Gordon Matthews. She's a school teacher that used to work with me. We worked at 2 schools together. And she's not a cook per se. So each time she tried to cook a meal in her kitchen, then she'd go to her bedroom and work on her computer, which is what she does best. So twice she goes into the bedroom, forgets that she's cooking, and burns her kitchen down. Thank God she had insurance and they rebuilt her kitchen twice. Then you know she had the audacity to move out of town, and she was cooking Thanksgiving meal for her family. So she put Cornish hens in the oven and burnt them to a crisp because she went upstairs to the room to work on her computer. And then she had 1 or 2 more Cornish hens left. She decided to put them in the crock pot to cook. And guess what? 3 days went by before she remembered she was cooking. Needless to say, she disintegrated the Cornish hens again. Imani is the type of person who didn't cook. Once her children were grown and gone, she'd be that person to go to Little Caesars and get 16 pieces of chicken wings and cook and eat 6 a day for 3 days till they're gone. And I got to tell you more stories about Imani in the kitchen. So make sure you tune in again. Now I have cornmeal in here mixed with lemon pepper. If you don't want to do this, you can also buy the seasoned cornmeal or seasoned fish fry. But I had a friend that taught me how to do this years ago, and it was so good. Her name was Martha, so we call this fish fry a la Martha. And you know, I have the deep fryer put at 350 to cook, because anything above 365, 375 is cancerous. So we try to keep it real. We try to keep it low as possible. I like to cook and bake at 350. Oh, it's hot and ready. So I have the basket, and this is why I say the deep fryers made for blind people, because you can lift it up and down instead of trying to figure out when do I flip it or anything like that. And while that is frying, I'll prepare 2 more. Now with this meal I make shrimp fried rice, broccoli, garlic bread, and chocolate cake with peanuts are my favorite. And while we're waiting for that to fry, I'll give you the updates on what my company has been doing. So the Jonathan Barnes Foundation, JOHNIKIN, has been doing different fundraisers. Since we can't meet and do fundraisers, we're selling Princess House. If you go to www.princesshouse.com/FDowns001 to place orders, proceeds will be donated to the foundation to help the blind acquire assistive technology. And if you don't want to buy any Princess House, of course, you can go to the Jonathan Barnes Foundation website at www.JOHNIKINBARNES and donate. And the third way you can do it is if you use Amazon, go to amazon.smile.com and select Jonathan Barnes to be the charitable company that you donate to. And those are ways that will help me buy things for the blind. Let me rinse my hands. Now, you definitely have to check out my books that I'm writing. As soon as they are published, I will let you know. That will be the other way that I'm...
Here you go.
Thank you. That I am funding the account to be able to buy things for the blind. So I hope everyone is wearing their mask and gloves and only going out if you necessarily have to. And if you lost anyone from the coronavirus, you have my deepest apologies and sympathy. I pray for people all the time because it is a serious disease, a virus, and it's taking a lot of people out. Make sure you're careful. Wash your doorknobs and everything, because they say the virus can last on an object for 72 hours. So you want to make sure you keep everything nice and clean. We Lysol around here all the time and clean with bleach and disinfectant. Now the only other problem that you will have as a blind person frying fish is we can't see when it's done. But if you learn the texture of things, you'll find a fork here. Then you since we have the cameraman here, we might ask him, and I'll see how it's looking by describing to you what the texture feels like. How's it looking?
Looks nice golden brown.
He said it looks nice golden brown. It feels that way too. So that is how blind people fry fish. I know Ray Charles did it in the off the stove, but I don't recommend that anymore. Thank you, and see you next time.